Welcome back, Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. So I tried to do this intro like 3 times already, and I got some nice bloopers out of it. But yeah, today is the day we reached 45,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone, for being there, for supporting the channel, for liking, for commenting. It's just amazing. I never thought we would come so far. This was just a passion project. It was just a little hobby we wanted to pursue, to listen to music, and share it with everyone. And that's it. That's all this is, there's nothing behind it. It's just such joy to be able to, do this and to meet all these new bands and musicians, and I'm so more aware of things than I was 2 years ago. I mean, the channel is only a year and a half old, but I remember 2 years ago, basically the only music we were listening to, Alexia and I, was like some German band that we discovered, and we were listening to that pretty much all day. But we were kind of like disconnected from even our music. We were not listening to any kind of rock in specific. I was not listening to Alan Holdsworth. I was playing guitar though. I have a bunch of guitar videos on the channel that I was just, I guess, just trying. I was challenging myself, like, can I play this? Am I able to learn this? Stuff like that. But we were not really like per se discovering new music. Like, it's super weird. So, but now, 1 year and a half later, we know Steely Dan. We've heard hundreds and hundreds of new bands, from Allman Brothers to Kenny Loggins to, oh my God, Supertramp, Traffic, Passports, Klaus Doldinger. Oh my God, just Donald Fagen by himself. I mean, look at this, Rush, Tool. There's so much bands I can't even, like, if I would list all of them. I mean, just looking here in the little screen. I mean, Yes, ELP, King Crimson. I mean, most of the bands we already knew by name, but we never, I guess, explored them. I don't know. So, I mean, I knew Kansas fairly well. When I look at the, of course, Led Zeppelin, I knew them very well. Pink Floyd, I knew super well. Dire Straits and stuff. Oh, so we're listening to a lot of Dire Straits. That's like where we would meet in the middle, Alexia and I, and just like, listen together to Dire Straits. Their first album is just so good. That's an album we'd put on constantly in the car. So thank you so much. But I will make an official, like, together, Alexia and I, like a thank you. This is just an intro because I wanted to celebrate this with a very special album, or is it, let's say, special song to me. And I've heard the song, of course, hundreds of times. And this song is called Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden. I don't know why. Maybe it's the progginess, maybe it's the solos, maybe it's the chorus, or maybe it's just the time that I was going through when I heard this. It's one of my favorite albums. I mean, I guess my favorite album will always be Peace of Mind. I don't know why, because just the song selection is so well, even though Number of the Beast has even better songs. But just like, for example, Revelations is amazing. I mean, Where Eagles Dare is amazing. Revelations is amazing. The Flight of Icarus is amazing. The Trooper, amazing. Then Still Life, that's one of my favorite songs, and I used to play that in a band. And that solo, that solo, if you guys want to watch me play it note per note, is on the channel. And then there's some other cool, I mean, like Sun and Steel, To Tame a Land, Dune inspired, we did that on the channel. And of course, the one in a time when dinosaurs, you know, that one. But yeah, but I mean, it's just like just as a package, it's the perfect album. Number of the Beast has better songs, I guess. More, I mean, Number of the Beast, you know, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Invaders, um, I don't know, Run to the Hills, you know. Uh, but yeah, so those of course I hold like, and then Power Slave is so good. But I would like to play you guys Somewhere in Time if you haven't heard it, because this is what I like to do, because I know a lot of people who don't listen to Iron Maiden watch our channel, because maybe it's the, you know, the cover, because I even, and this makes so much sense, I this guy commented on the Iron Maiden on the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. He's like, I never listened to this, but you know why? Because of the artwork. It was just, you know, off-putting, and I totally get it. For me, as a teenager, it was like, wow, what the hell? You know, what is this? This looks interesting. This mascot, um, and so I looked for more, you know, covers with like pointy edges and, you know, Metallica, Overkill, Megadeth. It's all very pointy and very, the logos were all very like kind of like aggressive. And I'm sure that, I mean, when you're 13 years old or something, or 14 years old, it must be like, you know, yeah, I want to listen to this. But for maybe a 30-year-old, it would be like, this is maybe what happens to me when I see bands like what are they called? Thunder Force? Or no, not Thunder Force. It's this band that's almost like they actually admitted that they're basically more like a parody, because they're like they play like super fast. What are they called? And the guitar player is a super nice guy. He has a YouTube channel. What's his name? Herman Lee? Herman Lee? What are they called? God damn it. Well, you know, one of those bands that it's just like, you know, I don't know if I should go with this. Is it too much? Like, I guess that's how I feel now, you know, with other bands. But yeah, I can totally see why a lot of people would have. Oh, okay. What's this? Would have been like, no, this is not for me. I'd rather listen to Rainbow or Led Zeppelin or Deep Purple, you know, like these new bands, Iron Maiden. I don't know. So yeah, I can see a lot of people not listening to Metallica or Iron Maiden because of the same reason, just like the aggressiveness of the logos, the skulls and the tombs and all that stuff. So, but well, I've been talking for about 8 minutes, but that's what we do on this channel. We talk, we analyze music. It's not just the song; it's also about why we listen to this and what is good about it. So I'm gonna play this song from 1986. Somewhere in the album is called Somewhere in Time, and the song is called Caught Somewhere in Time. Yeah, from, let's see. And this is the remaster version. I guess Iron Maiden remasters are very good. I've bought basically every remaster that I can get my hands on from Iron Maiden, but this is the album opener, and then Wasted Years is also so good. Maybe I'll do both. I don't know. Maybe. So here it goes. Caught Somewhere in Time. Like I said, 1986 Iron Maiden. And here we go. And this song, basically, once I heard it, I was like, okay, they changed everything about the band. It's not the same band anymore. And you can literally hear the synth guitars they're using, or the synth patches. They're not really using keyboards. They changed their whole way of playing. It got a little bit more progressive, and I love that about Iron Maiden. I mean, it was like Iron Maiden, Killers, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, Power Slave, Somewhere in Time, and that's where they changed. And then Seventh Son, and then they changed again. Bruce, Adrian Smith left the band. No Pray for the Dying, Fear of the Dark, and then Bruce left the band, and then the Blaze Bayley years, and then he came back in 1999 with Adrian Smith, and that's been the lineup ever since. 3 guitar players. But yeah, there's so much to talk about with Iron Maiden, but just the band that kind of molded me into the person who I am. Also, my guitar playing got really like the whole legato, like the hammer on and stuff, and the very complex composed solos of Adrian Smith was always kind of like wow, because he's very blues inspired, Adrian Smith, and then Dave Murray plays more like very fast runs. Like I said, the hammer and pull off tricks. Just great guitar players, just great band overall. But let's listen to this 8-minute epic. After my almost 9-minute intro, oh, it kind of like stopped there. I hope I'm still recording. Well, I'm gonna just stop for a second, and then we're gonna play the songs. Okay, so I was recording. It just like kind of like stopped there. So I've been talking for about 11 minutes. So yeah, I mean, that's what you do when you have a channel and when you reach 45,000 subscribers. But yeah, let's listen to Summer in Time. All the Iron Maiden fans, welcome, of course, to the channel. If you like what you see or hear, subscribe to the channel. We have good stuff here. We have good metal. We have good rock. We have good jazz, prog. We do it all. We react to music that basically was not presented to us because we were living in a very remote place on Earth, Puerto Vallarta. I'm sure a lot of people know the place. It's just like a little, surfer or fisher town in Mexico, in the middle of like nowhere, like 6 hours away from the biggest city, and that's where you could like literally buy, records like this. That's where I bought a Somewhere in Time. So you had to take a like 6-hour drive to even go to a store to see records. I mean, there was a record store in Puerto Vallarta. There were like two, but you had to like order the stuff. It was incredibly expensive to buy, because it was literally imported, everything. If it wasn't like Queen or like the usual like records I would see on the wall was like the Best of Queen, The Wall, Yosha Tree, stuff like that, U2, what else? Like ABBA. And I remember always seeing ABBA, but I was never interested. And then when I listened to ABBA for the first time on this channel, people were calling me a liar. But well, it was never like interesting to me. And that's just the way it was. It was just only the Hotel California, but not even Hotel California, the record, just the best of the Eagles. You would always see the best of. And that's basically, you couldn't really go down a rabbit hole. You could just hear the best of, and that's what you got. So, okay. Now I'm going to stop talking. So let's listen to Caught Somewhere in Time. And I'm going to do my typical, air guitar thing. If you don't like that stuff, I'm sorry. It's just a way of like, it feels great. It's fun. It's just something that I do. Sometimes I don't do it, but if I do it, please, that's just a way of, expressing myself, of having fun, of feeling the notes. So here we go. Have fun and thank you. And we might go with the second one, who knows? the chorus is so sick, man. That caught somewhere in time. The way he sings it, the just of oh man, it's just so good. When I heard that the first time, I was like, wow, man, this is very operatic. This is just, and then the bass is so freaking present there, and the you know the harmony guitar there, and then right now it's gonna go into it's very prog. So it was just a freaking when I heard that I was like, wow, this is different from the other five because I heard them in chronological order. So I was like, this is definitely different. I don't know what's different, but it sounds different and I liked it, and this was all, and this is, I think one of this and Seventh Son are the only prog progressive albums. A little bit Power Slave has maybe Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which is also like 12 minutes long, but this was like definitely the game changer here. So man, just enjoy. good. Man, I'm so sorry about the air guitar, but it's just like I used to play this. I used to play this. I should relearn it. I used to play both solos, and since I was the only guitar player, I had to learn both. So I learned both styles of Dave Murray and Adrian Smith, and I didn't have the tabs, so they were a little bit different. Um, but I should learn them. I should learn them and play them maybe here on the channel, both solos. They're not too difficult. They sound more difficult than they are. But man, what a song. I'm not gonna do the second because I'm already doing a 20-minute video here. And then it's just a little celebration for myself and the channel. And if you're here for the song, you can always fast forward and listen to the song. But it's more about the happiness that I have, and I wanted to do something that wasn't a request, just for fun. And I've been having a lot of fun with Iron Maiden. I've always loved the band, and man, I hope you enjoyed. And I mean, did you not like hear some progressiveness in this? Like, I can hear a little bit of Rush influences. Jethro Tull. They were influenced by Jethro Tull. The drummer, Nico McBrain, the bass, man. Like, if there's that, I mean, he is influenced by Chris Squire. Let's be real. The guitar playing is just phenomenal. Both of these guys are just on another level. I mean, they were. If you compare them to like just other lead guitar players in a band, that are just lead guitar players. They're just literally on a different level. I mean, yes, I love Glenn Tipton and KK Downing of Judas Priest, but at that time, these two were on a different level. Just the composition and just the harmonies sound so freaking good. So good. The whole thing, just the bass in this band is so well represented, and it's so powerful. You can barely hear the bass in Judas Priest, Metallica or other bands, but here it's like boom, 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 it's just like Steve Harris is all over the place, and he writes all the lyrics, most of the lyrics. And I love that they're always kind of like inspired by books or movies, and it's very cool. So, well, I hope you did enjoy. This was a video I wanted to do for myself. Just share with the world, all you guys out there, all you metal fans, Rainbow fans, Yes fans, Rush fans, Deep Purple fans, the Thin Lizzy. Maybe this is the first time you hear this song, and maybe you do really like Iron Maiden. You never knew them, because it has happened in the comment section where people are like, I've never heard this before. This is really good. So this is my way of giving back, thanking you guys. And I can't believe we hit 45,000. It's unbelievable. I mean, I guess we were going for 100. Let's just that's our next goal. That's Alexa and I said we were gonna go for 100, and we're gonna try and give you of course the best content that we can. It is a situation with Alexa not being able to sit for too long. It's just a bummer that this involves sitting. So we've thought about even standing, like buying a different desk, standing, getting a couch, but then we're too far away. Moving the whole thing to this side of the room over there, then you would basically still see the room, but you wouldn't be able to see all the back stuff here. But it doesn't really matter what's in the back. But yeah, we're gonna figure something out. So thank you again. Like I said, this is not the official video for the 45,000, but it's just like I just wanted to say thanks and play you this awesome song. I really felt in the mood to share it to people. Also, I mean, of course, Iron Maiden fans are welcome. If this is the first time you're listening to or you're here at the channel. I mean, if you're finding the channel for the first time, welcome. I hope you like what you hear. Like I said, there's a lot of air drumming from Alexia, air bass and air guitar, and for some people it's obnoxious, but for us it's really like it's a lot of fun. I mean, who doesn't like the air guitar? It's just fun. And then I play these for real. These instruments are not just there in the back to look pretty. I use them on a daily basis. I'm getting a new guitar soon, a 7-string guitar. That's going to be interesting. I've never played a 7-string guitar ever in my life, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy here. I hope you enjoy the channel, and I hope you like what you see or hear. And if you do, welcome and thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Take care.